Hi, this is John again. Again, I'm with the Cypress PSoC 6 Pioneer Kit. And this example, I'm going to go over the BLE UI example that it comes preloaded with. I've gone through some other examples, so it's no longer on there. And so I pulled down the example from their website, and I have it up here inside of a PSoC Creator. And so you can see inside here with the top design, they have the BLE interface and the interrupts. And if we double click on this, we get to see you can come in here and you can get your GAT settings and make adjustments to those. And this is straight off the hardware. They got the red LED, the control, the UUID, and so they got that. They got the gap settings, the L2 cap, the link layer, events, and all the built-in. So this is all the stuff that you need to do for your BLE. It's right there. You can go ahead and configure that, and that'll add all that information in for you. They have some GPI global signal interrupt stuff here, all this stuff. And they have the CapSense interfaces, the PWMs for the different RGB LEDs, and for the CapSense device. So that's up here. So you can set the buttons. You can adjust those as needed. You get gestures. There's ADC settings, and then some other good stuff. So, and then you get the E-Link, which is the display up here, LCD display. And so again, this is for the library for that. So you can come and create that here, and then build it. Bring in the drivers for all that. So I just brought this in. I've already built it. I've generated all the code for it, and it's ready to load. And so I'll go ahead and program it. So it should go through that. Hopefully that doesn't take too long. And so what else I'm going to show with this is once this is up and running, is I'm going to show you about the CySmart. Now, I have an Android, a generic Android tablet, and for some reason their Android app did not work with it. It won't connect to the board here. So we've got our LEDs on, which seems to be the indication that it's broadcasting for the BLE device. But again, with my Android device, I couldn't connect to it. I can connect to it from a Nordic app that I use, but I couldn't connect with it with the Cypress app. So I have the dongle connected on my computer. I'll go ahead and reset that. And so we have it loaded, and it's up in broadcasting. I'll bring up CySmart. So this is a CySmart 1.2. This program can be downloaded from the Cypress website as well. And this is a cool tool if you're looking to debug or you want to get some information off the BLE device. And so the LED's off, it's not broadcasting anywhere. So first thing you want to do is you come up here and you select your dongle. And we got the CySmart BLE USB dongles connected already. So it's shown there. Go ahead and connect. And then that should come up. And then it shows you it's connected, that BLE status is okay. Then we can go over here and just start scan. Well, scanning it doesn't find anything. That's because the Pioneer Kit's not broadcasting. So, once we click SW2, then it'll come up and it shows it's here. There's our device. We go ahead and connect to it. Once we connect to it, it should come up. So it's connected. That's where we got our blinking LED now. The blinking LED indicates that we're connected, but we don't see anything. Now, that's kind of curious. So what you have to do is you have to come up here to discover all attributes. So it'll discover the attributes from the device. And once we do that, bam, we got all the goodies that are coming from the device. So we have the device name. We can come over here. See, it's not enabled now. So we get to see it, right? We can see that there's stuff there. Some of the stuff we can read. Let's go over here. So I think we can go ahead and read that. So the thing is, unless there's a check mark here, it's not enabled. Like if I went over here, it's not there, so I can't do anything with it. So if I go down here to the device name, I should be able to read it. Tells me the BLE UI. You can go down here and see if there's any other information. That, some parameters, characteristics. We got some other goodies. Primary service. So if we go down here, which one is it? Yep, it's this one. Read this value. Hit that one. User description. Let's go click on that. So that's our CapSense button. So that should go ahead and match the other configuration. So there's our data for that. The primary declaration. If we come up to this other one, if we skip one, come up here, this is the slider for the CapSense slider. And so that has all the information for that. But if we come down to this one, read that value, that's our RGB LED. Now I played around with this for a little bit, trying to figure out how to control that. Let's go back up here. Let's read a value from that. Oh. This. Let's go ahead and read the value. Yep, so it's this device here. And you see all these zeros. What I found was this is an indication. This is the red, green, blue, and intensity. So we can go ahead, should be able to set this to say FF, and we should be able to write that value. And then the red LED came on. Let's come over here, turn it off. Come on. Come on. Turn it off. Can't line it up for some reason. Turn the blue on. We can dim it a bit. Let's go dim it a whole lot more. Yep. And then go back to full intensity on that. And there you go. So that's that for the RGB. And then the CapSense. So we have the buttons. The buttons, are they working? No, they're not working. So what we have to do is go up here. One thing you can do is you can go up here and enable all notifications. That'll go ahead and enable everything. We see there's a 1 here for our buttons. Now if we touch the buttons, all right, you see the value go. The other button, so it's button 1, button 2, button 1, button 2. And if we come up here, oh, we gotta skip one. Let's come up here, right? CapSense slider. So should be able to see that moving around, right? So there's our slider. So this is one way to go ahead and debug it. If you have some sort of BLE application that you're trying to create, this is one way to debug it and get information on it, and then you can probably you can go through here and make changes. You can send commands this way. So this has your other information, primary service. So you can go out and send something else to it, make some changes. There's other menu options up here, tool options. You've got a host and emulator, so logs. You can set that for that. They have a configuration master settings here for the device, scan parameters, security parameters, keys, secure connection, so you can set up keys. So So that good stuff inside there. Manage PSMs, if you have that working. And then you can just basically disconnect. So, and then there's two different views. There's a simple view. If you don't want to see all that information, it has a more simplistic view to it. And then go back to category. We have some connection details, connection parameters, data length. You can update it. I don't want to. Go back to our attributes. And then back to our details. So I just want to go ahead and show that. This is just a tool that you can use to, again, for troubleshooting or just getting information from the device. If you're having troubles like I was with the application, then hopefully this works, because this is using their dongle and this is working. I'm using Windows 8. That's pretty much it. Just nice and quick and dirty. There you go.